It was today you got along with the Six Compo here to do a video to my own video. Does that sound self-indulgent? I think it has a little self-indulgent ring to it. But that's coincidence because that's actually the subject of my video. To be self-indulgent when you really don't have the means. That's interesting. I did a video a while ago that I got a response to recently. Kind of brought me back to YouTube to check on things a little bit. And of course, I like to shake things up. And I was making reference to the 4 Degrees of Black interesting new video that well, not new video. It's probably about 3 months old. I had missed, but it talked about the worth of people being on YouTube and what they were getting on YouTube to do. And I felt like I've always gotten on YouTube and just kept it real with who I am. Everybody has their own opinion. We can all argue on something. Everybody's not going to agree on everything. However, the things that I agree on, there are people that agree with me, and those are the people that I reach out to. And this is the community that I use to do that from time to time. However, in response to what I had seen, I was like, okay, got on here and all this, felt like I went back to high school. And I'm just looking like they're trying to say that I'm this kind of person that I'm this negative person, and I'm just talking shit about this. Didn't even apply to this person specifically, because what I was talking about is people trying to imitate another sex. A person trying to imitate another sex that really is not entitled to that, to the name, to be entitled to the name of that gender. You can pretend all you want, but in the end of it, it's gonna be pretending. That's it. So the fact that you want to do what you want to do, you're more than welcome to do whatever. However, you can't say, oh, somebody else has to give me this title, because hell, a lot of us would like the title to be respected. But unfortunately, people are always going to see us with their eyes, with realistic eyes of the world. This person had a serious issue, and even said in one of their comments that, oh, well, even though this didn't apply to me, I still have to say something. What the fuck you got to say? This doesn't even apply to you, so why are you wasting this? Because in the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Because I took the liberty. Anytime I'm gonna get engaged in a debate with somebody, I'm gonna go take the liberty of checking out their page, in which the second video, the most recent second video, they're getting into it with somebody else with the same gender identity issue. So you sitting up here trying to check me about disrespecting your people when you can't even respect your own people. What fucking sense does that make? That makes absolutely no sense to me. It sounds like a hypocrite. That's exactly what it was. So I just went and looked into this, and I'm just like amazed, because then the person had actually something to say to me. And I think this is so sad. This is the thing that disgusts me the most about minorities, specifically African Americans, is you will always have somebody pointing that goddamn finger. And at the end of the day, all the insults on the page, anybody who chooses to read through, you already know. That was enough. You come to my page, ask for trouble, you got it. So it was all of this questioning me and who I was and what I'm trying to be. You got gender identity disorder. You're doing injections. You're trying to be something that you're not. I'm content with who I am, who I was born to be. Just in the second video, they sit up here trying to clown the other person. Prada bag here, Gucci bag here, all of, I bought this, I can afford this. Why is the tag still in it? I'll link the video. Why is the tag still in it? If you could get it and afford it, as soon as I get a clothing item, the tags come off. You can keep the tags, it's not a souvenir. Take that shit off. And the fact that you have all these clothing items and bitch you still living in an apartment makes absolutely no sense. But you're gonna get in here and you're gonna floss how much money you paying somebody else. Where's your clothing line? If you believe in clothing that much, where's your clothing line? the point that I'm trying to make here is just sad. It's sad the level of respect that people have for themselves. Now, this thing had all kind of purses, but had a stomach big enough to put all the items that you would stick in all them purses. It had a stomach that big where you can just stick all them items inside his stomach. The fact that you put so much energy, or you have some people out here that will put so much energy into a material thing, but absolutely no energy into their self, is sad. Quite frankly, it's just fucked up. And that's why I have no respect for you motherfuckers. If you're one of them, I have no respect for you. If you're a label anything, that you worship the ground the label came on, that motherfucker is getting your money. And you paying out $700. Now if you got it, hey, you got it and you can spend it and you content with it. But if you flossing all that and you still in an apartment, that's not a good choice. Plain and simple. And maybe it's pointing the finger, but never come to my page and tell me about myself and you doing some stupid shit like that. Because I'm gonna say it like I see it. But I think the point of this was basically to reference another video and to call out, people who half-assing, bullshitting. Let's be legitimate. Stop pointing a finger at somebody else, do, and have a look at yourself. Because in my reflective times, there's some things that I do that I think about. Some people had something logical to say. This apparently was not one of them. But, sometimes people have things to say that's important, that they can, influence, but nothing in this back and forth. And I put the link up here. Well, actually, I linked this video to it. But it's a legitimate argument. You're a waste of time. You're a waste of breath. Your worth is a label that you don't own, or that you didn't put 2 cents into. It's something that you spent, or you stole. Most likely stole. Yeah. In order to obtain an item, that you put more self-worth into that item than you put in yourself. Because realistically, you don't even know that you've got a pouch on your stomach. You don't even know that there's a pouch this big on your stomach. Because you think men ain't gonna be into that. Your pouch. They're gonna overlook the pouch. When your pouch went out this far, I can't even show you on this camera. It was that goddamn big. Your pouch is this big, and your ass might be this big. So your pouch is a little bit small, probably about this much smaller than your ass. But you think somebody gonna be into that bullshit. Stop fooling yourself. Really. You have no ground to stand on to intimidate me. Ever. With anything that you would ever say. Because you're fat. Sorry. I hate to say that, but you really think that you're gonna say some shit to me like that? And I'm not just gonna ding you right there. Your stomach is fat. You have an issue. You need to take care of that. You need to recognize there is something wrong. Get in the gym. Stop eating them KFC buckets. Anyway, this your boy, home with the Six-Second Poet. Back to ease and to check some of these hoes. Just fucking with your boy on YouTube. I'm over it. YouTube is what it was. It was interesting. I'm done. I done did my thing. Come back every now and then, but that's beneath me. But just to get them straight, know who you fucking with. Never that. 2 fingers in the mouth.